Welcome to another game in week 2 of season 22. Today we will be casting Proximity Esports versus Nomads, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I am here casting with my fellow caster Gongi, so if you want to say hello.
Hello.
And as always, our magnificent observer will be Scipio, who has been observing pretty much every game I've casted, so many thanks to him. And our stream operator is Halo. Halo, the absolute GOAT. Without him, almost none of the FLV games would be produced, so make sure to show those guys some love as well, because without them, none of this would be happening. Now, as we are on time already, I believe we have every right to just move ahead to the map bans. There we go. Okay. And immediately... Yeah. Okay, immediately the first ban comes through as Lotus, and Sunset is gone as well from the side of Nomads. I think that's reasonable. I mean, many teams don't like the three-side maps, and Sunset is not particularly well liked by the community. It's not an easy map to play at all. What would you like to see, Gongi? What would you like to have?
I think personally I am on the Nomads team myself. I'm looking to see Abyss again from my last time. Last time I played Abyss with my team, I fell off the map. Hoping not to see that again from our team, but I think our Abyss comp is very strong. I think we can make it
Well,
out.
with Ascent and Bind gone, I mean, it's not many choices left, and Abyss certainly one of them, and now it's between Corona and Abyss, and it's the Nomads pick, so you might as well very well see it. I would love to see a Corrode game, though, and it's not gonna
Bro.
be. You are going to get the Abyss game. Proximity Esports starting on that attack side. That is by far the stronger side, and well, we will see how well they can exploit it, how well they can snowball those rounds, because on the half side, when the side switches, it's going to be a brutal task to endure the onslaught of Nomads. And well, I'm not sure if the lobby is ready. I do know that my Valorant is tweaking out at the moment, so I will appreciate a little bit of leniency. There we go. I'm not sure if both teams are on the correct side. They are. Yep. Okay. Actually, can we bear with me for 5 seconds and let me restart, because this is just tweaking out. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is quite something, that's for sure.
So while we wait for our precious caster to come back, which team are we looking to get preferred as the winner? Can we see some of our support in chat, maybe? I think personally, obviously, I'm going for Nomads. But I think Proximity have a great chance as well. They look like they had a very great synergy last time they played together. Oh, are we my turn? Right now, there are some technical difficulties that we are waiting on, but the game should be starting soon. The map currently is going to be, I believe, Abyss. Yeah, now we're working on Zeta. Am I mic'd up right now? Yeah. All right. All right, and Zeta's back.
Yep. Sorry for the technical. It is. It is what it is when you play on a laptop like me. But anyways, I'm interested in seeing what team compositions the teams bring to the table because I've heard from the side of Gongi that his team has a good Abyss composition, but now I'm interested in seeing how they are going to match up into each other. Yeah,
So
how do
I
you
do
think
have
it will go as a as a player that's being subbed out?
Well, to be fair, we do have two subs in today, but they both look very strong from my perspective. So I'm hoping will synergize with our previous comp. Our previous comp
Absolutely.
did have some very strong util usage. I'd say not my favorite from me teleporting off the map, but since I'm gone today, I hope that will not be happening with our other teams today.
I'm sure it won't. I always love seeing like good util usage in FLV because many times it's just push shot, kill people, shoot in the head, GG. And the more tactical side of Valorant is sometimes not quite as evident in the games. So it's always lovely to see some teams, pull those more calm rounds, those defaulty sort of rounds, when they start using utility to their advantage, and you really get to see how good and smart the players can be in this league. I'm getting back in, I swear. There we go. And yep. Yeah, there we go. The map is Abyss. We don't want to play Ascent. And away we go. There we go.
So we're starting up. We are now waiting for decisions from their
Yep.
teams picking our comps.
And I really don't necessarily enjoy doing this, but I need to highlight, Proximity Esports being a team consistently made up of plats and golds. I've seen like a bunch of gold threes, a couple plats, and whatnot, but it's a more balanced team in the term of like there's less PR distribution. On the other side, Nomads is playing like very top heavy with an Ascendant and an Immortal player, and then a Silver, a Gold, and a Plat. So I'm interested in seeing, how those mid elo players are going to match up against the heavy fragging power of the Ascendant and the Immortal, because we have seen them. We have seen situations where they get away with it and they just, absolutely obliterate the higher ranks, but also obviously situations where the higher ranks just drop 30 each and there's nothing they can do.
So right now, Proximity is going to be picking onto their team. As time is ticking down, our my team, Nomads, they are looking to trade up some spots with their two subs today, but they don't have an entry duelist yet. Oh,
Okay.
now they do.
Oh, now they do. And well, this is a very old school composition. I like it. The Sova KO, honestly, it's really old, but as they say, old but gold. I would prefer much more a Waylay Yoru, like what Proximity Esports are running. But I will say, having the Sova, having the Vice, it's a very key part of all this game plan and all the stuff you can run in this map. And Proximity Esports obviously opting for a Chamber and a Tejo, so they are going to have to adapt to that lack of, say, a Hunter's Fury or a Recon Dart. So let's see how they do it. I'm interested in seeing. And we are starting off with the pistol. It's Proximity Esports on the attack, and it looks like it's just going to be a 5-man A.
It does look like from both comps. Does look like Nomads do have a bit of a smaller advantage here based on info. From the Proximity Esports perspective, they do only have the chamber trip and the KO drone for main pieces of
Yeah,
info.
absolutely. And well, we'll see how they can leverage all of that as they start taking up that first contact in the main. Vice setup ready and waiting here for them as patches. Ooh, I think he spotted a shoulder. Yes. Information gathered. He's going to dash outside of the map. He's going to go right onto bridge, not land the shots. Forced to recall back as the recon bolt slows down the hit. Meanwhile, a chamber creeping up on mid. Could find the rotation. JR Angel. He's quick to the punch. He jiggles, but still gets tagged. And well, Shadow. If he oversteps, if he overpeaks, he could get immediately shut down here. That's what you don't want to see. Oh, the missile is so good. The missile forces him right into the open. And Electon has managed to find the kill. Corners diligently checked. And the flash comes into the backside. The spam connecting a little bit. The gap in the smoke not enough for a peek. Spike goes down and it's a 5v4 already for proximity. Perseus, though, looking to make it equal, finds two from the heaven spot. And all of a sudden, numbers advantage flipped on its head. Perseus can now find one more, and a carry finds the kill in security. And all of a sudden, again the numbers have changed. Again, the round flips on its head. Molly coming down, but the post-plant positions are very keen and wise. Akari needs to buy time for his team here, and he can just not do it. Limerence is left on a 1v1 against Bader. KO knife online, but Spike is sticking down ever so slowly. The tags, the kill, it all comes through for proximity. And Limerence with a beautiful 3k to put the pistol round on the board.
Looks like an amazing trade there from both teams. They started to get very big advantages on player count early, even later into the round. And with the chamber lurk up into mid, it did look like there was a bit of mystery around the mid side. And once that got cleared out, when they started the retake from Nomads, it did look like it was getting a bit weaker from their side. Even with the trade in, I feel like Proximity did a great job at trading each other out and helping the bomb tick down, and then in turn winning the round.
Absolutely, and well, this is just two sheriffs on the hands of the Nomads to try to make this one happen, and well, Energy Baiter already taken down. Beautiful outlaw shot from Mikis. The Guardian now posted up. JR Angel, an absolute pot shot that is. Takes down one more. The Guardian could be recovered. Mikis finding another one. That's some really nice damage. Patches, though, taken down to 21 HP. Not what you want to be seeing. Want to make this bonus as clean, like this anti-eco, as clean as possible. And wow, that's a shot and a half from Shadow. Electon already taken down Perseus. It's all left onto the two of them, but already two have fallen. Make that three. It's a 2v2. Can Shadow make it happen? No. Mikis is quick to the punch, and it's all left onto JR Angel. He's got a Guardian to his name, though, but the Outlaw, it's just an operator at this point. I don't think they know the position unnoted, and he could have a freebie here onto the chamber if he swings just wide enough. Oh me, oh my, he's checking the corner, but he's not checking the position of Mikis. And beautiful 4k to close out the anti-eco, a little bit too expensive, but eventually the round falls their way.
Looks like the anti-eco from Proximity did work out for them, but they did lose three with a nice sight hold from Shadow there and some clean ups from others from Nomads. I feel like both teams are doing amazing right now. Their shots are just hitting right, and their team plays are doing amazing as well.
Absolutely, and let's see, this is a crucial round in this half. It's going to be a full A-slam for the bonus, and just two players here in the form of JR Angel and Perseus, the two of the high ranks, waiting to meet them on the site. But, oh, that's an absolute pot shot from JR Angel. He's playing this angle to perfection, and well, the clone is taken down, but so is Mickey's. And as the smoke comes through, two have already fallen. The Recon Dart spots no more players, and you have to think about, well, do we cancel? Do we attempt to re-hit? And, thinking about further rounds, how are we going to deny this guy just standing there in the middle of the site and just one-tapping us? So far, no util has been used to clear him out. that may prove to be a fatal mistake. I would love to see the Tejo just grabbing the orb, working towards that Armageddon. It might very well just be what I'm about to witness. Not quite yet, though. The round still paused. Instead, it's a Teo drone, a stealth drone, coming onto the side, spotting JR Angel. The stun comes through, but it's a little bit too short. JR Angel, not tagged by it, misses the dash, and still manages to get 2. How has that happened? JR Angel with a magical 4K on the round. It's all left unto Limerence, a 3v1. Can he clutch up? The orb, it's still not going to be enough. He needs a kill to get his ultimate. He needs a kill to rotate to the other side, and with 10 seconds left, I think he might very well just choose to hang on to this rifle. No time for the spike plant, and yes, he's just gonna wait in main, and JR Angel missing the dash, but a little bit of a whiff from the side of Proximity Esports as well. Got a 4K that won them the round. That was absolutely ridiculous.
I feel like the Nomads here, they're doing an amazing job. Even Junior getting that 4K with that magical that double kill onto the Omen and the Tail, both rushing out in main. It was an amazing job from him, and I think Nomad's doing great with the fighting with their better guns here. Even with the gun that is the Tail had, they did an amazing job with the fight.
Absolutely, and well, the Recon Dart already on A main, spotting the players. This is a default from the side of Proximity Esports. Outlaw coming in from the chamber, and Limerence. A pot shot into the Vice Perseus, though quick to the punch. Refrags onto Mikis. So it's a 4v4. Both Sentinels have been traded down, but this is usually more favorable to the attack side. They just don't need that much utility from their Sentinel player here. They're getting ready for an A execute, and this is dangerous. Only JR Angel to meet them here from the side of heaven, and still a smoke could deny that angle very well. Rotation from Perseus already coming in. Stealth drone will confirm positions. Nobody close, nobody backside. Yeah, the side is completely empty. It's completely free. And I believe it's just going to be a free plant for the side of Proximity. A 4v4 retake, and away we go with an Armageddon in the hands of Electin, and that's what I'm looking at. Recon Dart coming in, spotting the positions. No players up close. A carry here. In a compromised position, flashes back sight. Still has the teleport to get out, but chooses not to invest it, and Perseus. A beautiful wallbang to put the numbers advantage on their side. Now Smoke is on the main. Bader has gotten a spam kill, and still, you want to know, the Armageddon is invested, but half is stuck. And already, this looks like an impossible round. Perseus falling off the map. The rest of his team bailing him out.
Looks like the curse from Nomads falling off the map again from Perseus, even though the sub will manage to fall off the map. But however, I think Nomads did amazing job there with their shots. They're taking great fights here and getting great trades. I feel like from mechanically, obviously with the Immortal and the Ascendant, they will be having a mechanical advantage. But even with that, Proximity Esports having a much better, I think, site fighting stage with their fakes, their actual fat site hits. Even with the Your Wayne, I think it's doing amazing.
It is pretty good, and well, Patches already spotted here onto this B main. He will probably collect the orb. He wants his ultimate online as soon as possible. Now, only one orb away from it. And still, it's another default. I really like this from Proximity Esports, man. I know I've highlighted how they are, like, lower elo, but no, man, no, I don't like this anymore. You need to be using utility to clear the players out. And Perseus and JR Angel, they combine for 2. They've seen the spike drop from the shadows, will be promptly used to collect it, but this gives everything away. Now, the game plan is clearly understood. There's no presence in mid, there's no presence anywhere else on the map, but the possibility of Library in bottom B, and the Omen with a jump spot. I believe he's been spotted, but he's gotten the information he needs. That's one player up close. The Paranoia coming in, the spam is absolutely amazing, and he's full blinded, but still manages to land the shot. Now Shadow about to take a crucial fight, and Perseus and him combine for 2. A quick flank from the Sova that just puts Limerence in an impossible situation. An ace clutch needed if he wants to win this round, and it all starts by finding Perseus here. However, he's just not going to do it. Perseus taking up the rope, backing up with his teammate, and just Limerence choosing to stay in the spawn, holding on to that rifle, and it's another safe for the side of Proximity Esports. And I really, really like their defaults, as I was saying, but I feel their utility usage to clear those close players in A main is just lacking. It's just not at all there. Yeah, well, away we go into another round. This is the 6th one now, and it's a weaker buy from the side of Proximity Esports. Eventually, the economy has managed to stabilize. It's still a Hunter's Fury in the hands of Perseus. Will be matched against the Tour de Force that will be probably utilized this round. And there's a convergent trajectories on the hands of Patches, who dashes up close. Omen. Oh my goodness! Wait, what has happened? Patches did not shoot the Omen, but the Omen did not spot him either. That was a hell of an awkward moment. And Perseus, from the heaven position, finding 2, finding 3. What an absolute craziness of a round, Jay or Angel. Has heard what Patches is. His position is noted. His head is ripped off clean. It's a flawless round and a disaster for Patches as he walks side by side with the Omen and does not even realize it. That could have been the opening kill of the round. That could have made everything so much easier as the smokes are taken down. And instead, he just takes he just refracts out of there. Yeah, and
And even
collapse. The round collapses.
and even with the constant losses from proximity, they still keep an amazing eco. Their economy looks amazing. Even with their losses, they can still afford vandals and even off the chamber here. Now Kari moving
Yeah.
in with the your
They mentioned the drift already coming into sight. Position spotted. The Vice Thorns have been popped up. The teleport swiftly taken. No smoke wanted. Paranoia comes in. Blind Shadow, but still Bader on a wonderful position. Takes one as refragged. Shadow now left all alone on site. Mikis has taken down the Omen. That's no smokes for the retake. The clone will come through, and position will be revealed from Shadow. Well, it doesn't matter if Patches is just immediately taken down, and Wakari flash dodged, and it's a 3v3 on the side. Still no smokes for the side of the defense. That could be a bit of an issue when attempting to retake. But the Visal, that's going to make it ever so simpler. It's all classics for the players on side, plus an operator on the side of the chamber. It's not looking at the cross, and well, Akari has found one swiftly traded. Electin now needs to find the skill and cannot. Jay or Angel. Oh, and the shot is whiffed. I believe that might have just been the round. He finds one, but he cannot find the kill in time, or can he? No, the shot is whiffed. He goes for the re-swing too. And JR Angel eventually diffuses the spike. I know Bickus is right now, punching his table for those 2 missed operator shots, which could have meant everything. And instead, they did nothing.
I think right now both teams doing great, but proximity is starting to fall behind from their 2-0 lead. But now I think your Whaley comp looking very strong.
Yeah, their Waylay needs to activate, needs to start finding a little more value. Convergent trajectories available. I would not expect to see it invested on an economic round, though. On the other side of the board, it's just the Hunter's Fury for Perseus. The other ultimates either coming online or having been invested. It's 3 players, 1 orb away. And well, they're going to choose to invest the ultimate on an eco, which is a curious decision. The blind comes through, does not quite tag Patches. Slow comes down, and that's a beautiful shot onto Bader. Kill found. Shadow finds one, but Patches. What a moment to activate. Puts 2 bullets in the heads of players with the Sheriff. Perseus here gets double swung. The Stinger making quick work of him, and all of a sudden, it's a 4v2. Positions noted. They know one is on CT. Do they know about this operator, though? I don't think they do. Swinging this would be a fatal mistake. The dash now, the shot, position noted. 1v5 needed from Electin. 1v4, sorry, and the first shot is Swift, and I believe this is going to be a save. And well, when they needed it the most. Oh, there it is. The kill is found. The operator sadly falls off the map. They're going to jump down for it, but they're going to do it just a tad too late. And well, the economic round is converted off the back of those convergent trajectories, and what a round to win if you're proximity. Equalizing, stabilizing that economy, making sure you can get those buys going. Chamber already up to 4,900 credits. Patches 5,100 to his name. Still another operator coming online from JR Angel Me, and this time the drone is invested. This time it is utilized to clear the positions of those players, but it does not clear JR Angel. And now the Armageddon is going to be invested on the site hit, but it's not good enough. It does not deny the positions at all. Will they clear the close corner? No, they will not. An Energy Baiter and JR Angel, they combine for everything on site.
Absolutely amazing shots from JR Angel and Vader. They both had amazing shots there. The off making so much impact, and the small corner that they didn't clear, it made so much great power for Nomads here.
Yeah, absolutely, and well, they win a very important round, putting Proximity back into an awkward buy. It's going to be a Sheriff on the hands of Limerence, an Operator on the hands of Mikus, trying to contest that of JR Angel, trying to show him that the Junior always has a master. But for now, it's just going to look like a B hit. A little bit of presence towards bottom mid, but still heavy investment towards this B side. The spike, though, starts going back towards spawn. Maybe we're seeing a hint of a rotation, a hint of a fake here and there, but I believe they just don't have the map control that's necessary. This is just has to be a full site hit, and it's a Vice setup here to meet them. Dispatch as well. He's thinking about just dashing in. Your clone will trip the wall, will not bait the thorns. Single dash from Patches and a teleport goes through. Shadow playing on the library position. Will swing, will find the kill. The Hunter's Fury comes alive as well with the null command. No abilities and 2 kills found already, and the execute has been halted mid-play. Proximity finding 1 kill on the form of Mikis. That operator ever so quick to the punch, but Electin needs to do a miracle here in the paranoia. It's just gorgeous.
Shadow
Finding 2
with
off
those
the
amazing
back of
shots.
that flash, but man, if you are the Omen here on the side of Nomads, I do not know his name, but you have to be feeling good about yourself. That was an absolute nut blind.
Those are some amazing, amazing fights from there. Even Shadow taking that early pick onto the aggressors on site. I feel like these fights that Nomad's taking and Proximity are even taking as well, they're both going usually in Nomad's favor. I feel like right now the best choice for Proximity would be for them to play
Yeah,
onto
look at this
site, get the
operator,
plant
man.
down,
This
and
operator is
get
so
ready for retake.
dangerous. Oh me, oh my. Jesus. Yeah, Nomad winning out on those gunfights. Patches, though, trying to make something happen here in mid. Spots Perseus, decides to back off. A smart decision here. He knows he doesn't want to overheat. Tour de Force, immediately prompted. He wants to find... Oh, he can find Perseus here on the rotation. Oh, me oh my. Information gotten. Perseus, though. Shots fired. He knows there's one bottom mid. The dart should confirm the position of Mikis. Well, never mind. The Tour de Force shot will confirm it anyways. And Dimensional Drift already invested. Energy Baiter. Position spotted. JR Angel spotted as well, but he's so quick with it. Perseus has found one more on mid. And even though the Stinger makes quick work, it's just JR Angel all over the site. Limerence left into another impossible 1v3 from the shadows is available to him, though. If he finds 1 kill, Even without finding one, he just chooses to invest it. But look at this Shadow. Oh, this is beautiful from Shadow. Just staying the anchor. Just creeping up, knife out, and whoop, boom. There's the kill. A little bit of extra love as well. And the defuse will come through, propping that Steel Garden for the last round of the half, or will it? Yeah, I believe it has to come through from the Vice. Perseus just so far away from that Hunter's Fury. And there it is. The Steel Garden will be available. Operator has been recovered. And this is just the JR Angel show at this point. The man is 3k after 3k after 4k. And he's 18 and 5. As the timeout comes through, what do you think needs to be the adjustment here from Proximity, Gongi? What do you think is going wrong for them?
Right now, I think even with their mosquito comp here, from proximity, I think that what they need to do, they need to start playing more of playing out of sight. They have so much util that can stall like way slow. If they decide not to use it on site, they can use clones there, and almost all of Teo util is probably the strongest that they can use for post plan. But I think right now that it is going to be last round until the next half. So even with Tails Util here, I'm not sure if they can make it out of this half alive.
I mean, yes, even then, with attack being the stronger side, an 8 to 3 half is already looking pretty dire. I would love to see them, you talked about it, the mosquito comp, just make the mosquito sting. That's what I would love to see, which is when Waylay just, dashes in, goops somebody on site, and then refracts out, and then Yoru immediately teleports on that person who is now, like, hindered. And it's a setup that usually leads to a free kill, and it's so easy to do on this side as well. But we have not seen that at all from them, and the utility usage in general has been a bit below average for the composition they have. JR Angel already taking a pot shot. It's not going to connect, but still puts the threat off the operator, puts the pressure onto them, holding the clone just for good measure. But eventually, he will know this is not a real person. Missile denying that position, and well, I don't know if the Omen is aware of just how much danger he's in. He's being creeped up by 3 players. Perseus here. The blind coming through, not quite tagging him. The recon dart has gotten all the information he needs, and Perseus finds one, and Perseus finds two! Mikis doing his best. Limerence as well, but 3k from Perseus already on the round. Can he find the fourth? Yes, he can. He's on for the ace. Mikis will deny it, but Shadow closes it out. What an absolute round from Perseus when they needed him the most. And it's going to be a 9-3 going to the other half. Proximity here, they have to show an absolute fanatic style resilience. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an absolute huge Fnatic fan. I've been following them since, well, since Summon FC time, some first strike. And well, I believe just recently in the grand finals of the champions, the comeback on Abyss was something for the ages. Proximity, they absolutely need to pull one of those off.
I'm also a big fan of DRX and they actually probably popularized the mosquito comp that proximity are playing right now. I feel like proximity need to get even better with that comp there, and then from there I think they can try to even make a comeback like Fnatic said.
Yeah, and well, it's just a 5-man side hit. They're not overcomplicating it. They know the old adage, win pistol, win map, and it could prove true for both of the teams here. So they want to make sure they hit a side, they get the kills. The Recon Bolt will come through Electin. Akari, positions noted. Perseus will find one. Akari dropped so low, but the kill has been found. Limerence has dropped from the heavens. And like an angel, he's managed to find two. Shadow, quick on the refrag. And a carry is taken down as well. It's all left onto a 2v2. What can Patches find? An absolute pot shot. All left onto Shadow. 95 HP to his name and a ghost. Can he find the shots? Can he find Mikis and Patches' position? With one player already noted, and he has the read on the second. But Patches, a beautiful sheriff shot to close out the round. And it's going to be 9-4. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a map.
It's like Limerence's shots and the decision to peek out of this heaven there, that made a big difference to their win. I feel like, and even with the waylay, They did an amazing job taking out the fights with the sheriff, and with that, I think they did an amazing job with the retake.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an absolute hero play from the side of Limerence. Silent teching, silent drop teching off of that rope in the heaven position. For those of you viewers who, like, maybe are not aware of this technique, you can do it on any spot on the map that has a rope. It's when you drop down, and then when you're, like, right about the end of the rope, you shift and you press F 2 times real quick to attach and disattach. And then your drop is silent. Limerence, well, as I'm speaking, has already found one more, Akari. Position noted, the Tehu missile will deny the swing and the Omen smoke. Will make sure they get the cross. Side will probably be taken, but the paranoia is just gorgeous from Limerence. This man is popping off Akari, Electin, everyone combining. And it's a flawless anti-eco, and this is what you want to be seeing if you're about to mount up the comeback of the century.
I feel like right now this comeback is looking very viable. Even with they actually all both had the 2-0 lead even at the beginning of the game. If they can bring it back, this would be an amazing comeback. I think this Abyss, even as if an attacker side of map, they can make it back. Even we saw that from Nomads. Nomads had a very strong defense lead too.
Absolutely, I mean, it's always doable, it's always possible. And well, if they're going to make me a believer, if they're going to make it happen, they need to win the bonus.
Right here.
It's not the greatest of buys, but still, it's an operator in the hands of the Mikis, and an outlaw in the hands of Limerence that are going to try to make something happen, but Patches, it's a little bit tag, it's a little bit dead. And Perseus, that might have just been the final nail in the coffin, as Mikis is immediately taken down, his operator not finding any value. Already left onto a 5v3, the outlaw not happening to connect. And, you know, a flawless anti-bonus round could be just about the worst thing for proximity here. You need to make some damage. Akari misses the bait. Shadow, quick to the punch. All left onto Electin. Can he get any guns out of their hands? No, he can't. And it's a Vice ultimate. It's a Steel Garden coming online for Shadow for this next round. And, you know, just the way this bonus has developed, it could mean everything and anything on this map. It's going to be a bit of an awkward buy here. Mikis does not have a real purchase. It's a lot of light shields coming up against the operator in the hands of JR Angel. And Shadow has that Vice ultimate, has that Steel Garden. And if this round goes the way of Nomads, it might very well just be the key to the whole map. Because they, like, Proximity will be forced into an economic round, and, you know, the 12-5 would seem inevitable. And then we would not be praying for Fnatic anymore, we would be playing for NRG. The absolute certified kings of 12-5. Shadow, already positioned so far up. Patches, oh, he needed to find that shot. He needed to deny the Steel Garden. Now Shadow can just back up for free. He still goes for the reswing on the angle. I don't think this man understands just how valuable his ultimate is. And Limerence has found an opening, has found Perseus, has found the bomb. Everything he could wish to find. KO blind, hinder, everything will go their way. And Electin finds one more, finds two. Shadow finding Mikis now. Still, it's a 3, like the 2v4, 2v3 now. Limerence taken down by that operator. The Teho missile will deny the angle. And Euroclone will not get any information down towards mid whatsoever. Spike in a very compromised position, but still.
30 seconds
I don't
left.
think there's much that can be done here to improve their setup by the side of Proximity. It's all left onto the Nomad players and how they choose to... Oh no, Patches! He gets caught out in the open, he forgot. He fell asleep. And Electin fell asleep as well. They forgot about the possibility that they could just push up. Akari, knife out. This is a collapse here from boredom. Oh me, oh my. They just forgot that the round was even a playable thing. One just walked out in the open, got a caliber 50 onto his chest. Electin forgot of the possibility that someone could just walk up and got tapped. And Akari, after his teammate got tapped on top mid, he just knives out, walk into it. And what seemed like an impossible 2v4 may have been the map-winning round from the side of Proximity here, as from the side of Nomads, sorry, as Proximity is forced down onto an economic round that they must win. It's going to be a 5-man side hit. They're going to use their stronger guns. The Recon Bolt already coming in. Sorry, the Sova drone, the Recon drone. Tag in Soyorin, back in the side, doubled up with a Karis. The Teho Molly is absolutely gorgeous. Will tag JR Angel a bit Limerence, trying to reenact his play, trying to reenact his drop from the heavens. Not gonna happen, but Akari will find 1 kill. Paranoia is gorgeous, but Mikis, how has he gotten there? Energy Baiter. Well, good for his name. A little bit of baiting happening here and there as the kills flow on to the side, and all of a sudden it's a 2v3 from the side of Perseus and Energy Baiter that need to find this round. I believe Energy Baiter absolutely needs to make something happen here. The Hunter's Fury popped so early, and it's a little bit of a whiff, but the kill is eventually found. Perseus needs to find the kill, and he will. Energy Baiter actually taking it for him. Patches no time on the bomb. And a beautiful round by them. Energy Baiter with 4. A null command left on 1 HP manages to clinch onto the rifle. And that just might be everything.
I think this team, Nomads, they're looking super strong. Their fight, even when they're in a man disadvantage, they always come out on top, using all their util to their advantage as best as they can. And even with their shots looking amazing from all 5 of their teammates.
Absolutely, and well, you can see it already about to happen. It's a 12-5. If they want to come back from this, Proximity need to be flawless to force us into overtime. And well, that's just not flawless at all. JR Angel, he's so quick to the punch. He's showing the junior every time surpasses the master. And well, so Yorin, quick refrag, and Molly is popped onto site, but Shadow steps right through it. Patches not able to help his teammate at all. Needs to dash away towards CT, towards security, towards a calorie. Nice. Looking like he's in a very compromised position. What can he find? He can find 1. No command pop. JR Angel finding 1 more. It's chaos on the bomb site as Akari keeps finding the kills. The Omen, oh, a little bit of a whiff. Smoke comes through, and so does the Resurrection. JR Angel finding 3 on the round. Can he close it out with an ace? He's certainly looking forward to it. The blind is gorgeous, but the smoke enables the fallback. Akari finds the kill. Cannot find the kill, sorry. And the map is just closed out. 13-5. What an absolute statement here from Nomads. Gongi, you must be very proud of your team.
Oh, I'm absolutely proud. I think their teamwork's doing so well. Even with those 2 subs, they did amazing. I feel like all the util usage, the team play, from both teams, even super strong. But from Nomads, looking much stronger.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that, looking at this team, looks like most of the teammates, the 3, Junior, Shadow, and Perseus, all at the top of the leaderboard. Looks like they did an amazing job today. They almost close to carried, but even with that, Energy Baiter and Reina both having great and amazing util usage to help out the teammates, setting them up for amazing team plays and getting the kills.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, you know for a fact that, Nomads are happy about it. I'm sure you're happy about it as well. JR Angel, Shadow, and Perseus showing they are absolute dominant forces of the game, showing they can carry their teams across. And well, Proximity, I really liked their ideas. I liked their composition. I didn't like I would have loved to see a little bit of more utility usage out of them. And if they watch this VOD, if they watch the game back, I'm sure they will realize that that's exactly what they need to be doing. And while here, it's a good game. It's just a regular season game. This does not mean anything. Both teams still, of course, a long way to go. until they are fighting for those playoff spots. But that's gonna be it for us for today. 13-5, the Nomads clinch the win against Proximity, and well, you know, that's just going to be it for us. I hope you guys have enjoyed the game. This has been Seda casting with Gongi. I hope you have enjoyed our yapping. As always, please make sure to show some love for our observer Scipio and for our stream operator Halo. Without them, none of this could be happening. And well, I think I have nothing else to say. Do you want to add anything else, Gongi?
I don't have much to add. I feel like Nomads and Proximity both did amazing there. But from team play and util perspective, I think Nomads did much better.
Absolutely, and well, you can see in the result that is going to be everything for today. And this is FLV. Have a good night.